I'll tell you a poem. يا واقف على قبري لا تتعجب عن أمري يا واقف على قبري لا تتعجب عن أمري كنت مثلك بالأمس وغدا تكون مثلي. When someone dies, what is the first thing we say? Okay, what else do we say? Does anyone say if someone dies, anyone say, yeah man, I knew that it was coming to that guy? We say, wait, what? Someone passed away? Even before we say, when we say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, we also are very surprised. You don't hear a death of a person, you're like, oh, all right. You don't really hear about it. You're like, no, they passed away? Even my grandmother's brother, the guy is ancient. He is, Allah knows best how old he is, but he's very old. He passed away last week. And beginning of this week, Monday, he passed away Monday. And he's an old person and we're still shocked. We're like, wow, he passed away. No one was like, oh yeah, he was old. It was bound to happen. No one says that. So there's a hypothetical, theoretical, personified response that an individual, and this is how poetry is done for those who have an affinity to poetry, that he stands at the grave and the grave says to him, Ya waqifa ala qabri, la tata'ajjaba an amri. He says, are you surprised that, wow, the guy just, no, he passed? Really? We were just talking to him yesterday. We made plans for next week. That boy who got into a motorcycle accident in Bartlett, Chicago, his last Facebook post was that, man, I'm going to make things for my brother. He was talking about how he's going to make things and guide his brother, and what he does is for his brother and whatnot. And subhanAllah, that same brother that he was looking out for, that he was going to make a brighter future for, that his very brother was the one that buried him in the ground. He says, La ya waqifa ala qabri. Don't be surprised. Kuntu mithlak bil amsi. Yesterday I was like you, free-spirited, carefree. Nothing can touch me. Driving on the freeway, 120 miles per hour. I can do what I want. No one can say what they want to me. My parents tell me that, listen, obey. Man, I don't care about them. What do they know? Teacher says this to me. I don't care about what they say. The world is mine. The world's my oyster. I can do as I please. He says, you know what? I was just like you, man. وَغَدًا تَكُونُوا مِثْلِي. Tomorrow you're going to be like me. أذان المرء حين الطفل يأتي. أذان المرء حين الطفل يأتي. وتأخير الصلاة إلى الممات. دليل أن محياه يسير. كما بين الآذان إلى الصلاة. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahmatullahi alayhi says, has anyone heard this poem before? Raise your hand. MashaAllah. You heard this poem before? Yeah. MashaAllah. Anyone else? أذان المرء حين الطفل يأتي. When a child is born, what do you do? And then, what else do you do? He has 2 years. You do iqama. You do adhan and iqama. Do you pray salah? No. You don't pray salah, right? You don't go to the hospital and tell your wife that, okay, 1 second, I'm just done. We got to iqama. You praying, joining me in prayer? No, you don't. You just give adhan, you give iqama. أذان المرء حين الطفل يأتي وتأخير الصلاة إلى الممات. When a person dies, what do you do? Janaza. Is there salatul janaza? Is there an adhan or iqamah before janaza? Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahmatullahi says, when a child is born, adhan and iqamah is given. وَتَأْخِيرُ الصَّلَاةِ إِلَى الْمَمَاتِ. The prayer is delayed till the day he dies. دَلِيلٌ أَنَّ مَحْيَاهُ يَسِيرٌ. To prove to you that time and your life is very short. كَمَا بَيْنَ الْآذَانِ إِلَى الصَّلَاةِ. Watch when the imam says, or when the person giving iqamah says, قَدْ قَامَتِ الصَّلَاةُ قَدْ قَامَتِ الصَّلَاةُ اللَّهُ أَكْبَرُ اللَّهُ أَكْبَرُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ أَقِمِ الصَّلَاةِ. He says, this is the reality of your life. Before you know it, in a blink of an eye, it's gone. All these uncles you see here, salt and pepper beard, no hair on the head. All of these uncles were just like you guys, sitting down. And you're going to be just like them, salt and pepper, no hair on your head. And you're going to be looking down upon another group of children, just like you all, 20 years from now, inshallah, in the masjid, and saying, I wish my child makes a difference and does not make the mistakes that I made. تِلْكَ الْأَيَّامُ نُدَاوِلُهَا بَيْنَ النَّاسِ. You're never going to stay young forever. But this is your moment to make a difference. Utilize it. Be a change. Be a legend. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun ala al mursalin. Walhamdulillah.